If you want to do anything great in this life, you must first learn to become a high value man. Now, what is a high value man? There are a lot of different definitions as to what a high value man is, and I'm not going to sit here and call anybody wrong or say anybody's definition is any better than anyone else's, but I can tell you that my personal definition of being a high value man is someone who embraces who they are as a person and utilizes their value that is inherent of their existence. Just the fact that you exist makes you valuable. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. Now, obviously, if you're watching this video and if you support my channel, you want to become a high value man, or you're trying to learn to become an even higher value man. And I feel like if you watched all of my videos, then you probably know a lot of this already, but I wanted to go ahead and put it all into one video just to kind of condense it down and save you guys some time. I mean, you should go and watch my other videos anyways because they'll help you in other aspects of life. But I feel like this is at the foundation of all of my other videos. So you have to become a high value man to do great things in life, no matter what it is, whether you want a lot of money, whether you want to start a business, whether you want to get women, or whatever your goals might be. Whatever your goals might be, you have to be a high value man. Now, the first step to becoming a high value man is you have to be yourself. Okay, now this I feel like is where my definition of being a high value man differs from a lot of other people's definitions of being a high value man. They'll tell you that you have to do certain things. You have to be somebody that you're not. You have to embody this generic alpha stereotype. And you have to have a lot of money. You have to look good and things of that nature. And for me, I believe that none of that stuff really matters. I feel like the only thing that really truly matters is that you're being yourself. Okay, this is the foundation of being a high value man or being a high value person, not just a man. Be yourself. Okay, embrace who you are. Don't worry about if you're not being masculine enough. Don't worry about if people like you. Don't worry about any of that stuff. Be yourself. That's the foundation of being a high value person. You can't be a high value person if you're not being yourself. Because if you're not being yourself, that means you're trying to be like someone else. And if you're trying to be like someone else, you'll only ever be the great value version of them. And there's nothing wrong with great value, but I'd prefer to be the original, the only one of me. No one else can be a better version of me than I can be of myself. And no one else can be a better version of you than you can be of yourself. So take advantage of that. This is literally the secret for my growth on YouTube. It's just being myself. Once I started to be myself and not worry about the views and not worry about, all of the other stuff that doesn't really matter, the perceptions that other people have of me, my channel started to grow. And the more I step into who I truly am, the faster my channel grows. Now, like I said, you are the only one of you in existence. Literally the only one of you. Your life experiences have been completely 100% unique. No one else has lived the exact same life as you from your perspective. There may be similarities between your life and someone else's, but at the end of the day, you're you and they're them, and you can only be yourself. Or like I said, you can be the great value version of them. Now, what you have to understand about this is that when you decide to be yourself and embrace who you are and just be all of who you are and love yourself, you start to feel abundant and great from within. And that'll start to manifest itself in your outer reality. As within, so without. When you feel abundant and joyful from being yourself, your outer world will begin to reflect that. It'll give you more opportunities to feel this way. Now, in learning to love yourself and learning to embrace yourself and not worry about, if you fall into a certain stereotype or, if people are going to think of you a certain way, because at the end of the day, people are always going to judge you. There's always going to be someone out there that's going to hate on you, no matter what you do. So you might as well just be yourself and not worry about their opinion, because truth be told, they envy you. That's why they hate on you. They envy you because they don't know how to be themselves. So the best thing you could do is lead by example. They say success is the best revenge. And if you do this, if you learn to be yourself and block out the noise, success will follow. Now, as I was saying, when you learn to love yourself and embrace yourself, all of a sudden you'll find more confidence, okay? Confidence is very, very valuable in the world. No matter what you want to do in life, you have to be confident. I remember when I was just starting off on YouTube and I was trying to look at all of my favorite YouTubers and what made them successful. And, they were all different. Some of them were more, energetic. Some of them were more chill. Some of them did gaming. Some of them did vlogging. Some of them would do cover videos, whatever it was. The one thing that I saw, the one common denominator, is that all of them had confidence in themselves. And I learned that if I was going to be a YouTuber, I would have to find that confidence. And doing YouTube definitely helped me become confident, because in doing YouTube, I learned to be more of myself and embrace more of myself, because that's the only thing that works on this platform. If you try to be like someone else, you'll never pass them up. The knockoff version can never be better than the original. So, learning to be myself has definitely helped me on my path on YouTube. And my path on YouTube has helped me learn to be myself. So like I said, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. The universe will give you more opportunities to feel this way and to learn more about yourself and grow within yourself. And once you learn to live within the confines of who you are, you'll learn that those confines don't exist anymore. You're limitless. You're a limitless being. And as a result of that, confidence will naturally follow. Once you learn that you don't have limits anymore and you can really do whatever you set your mind to, you're going to be a confident person. And because you're a confident person, you're going to find more opportunity in your life to do great things, to do the things that you want to do. Whether it's get more girls, like I said, if you become more confident, you'll begin to notice that women will be more attracted to you. And this is something that a lot of people notice on NoFap. They notice that all of a sudden, it's like women are just eyeing them down for no reason. The reason why is because you're confident now. You found confidence in overcoming an addiction, and you're learning to be more of yourself. You're on a path of self-development, and you're finding confidence through that path. You're finding yourself through that path. Or, if you want to get more money, confidence will bring in money, because you're going to have the confidence to take chances, the confidence to take risks. A few months ago, back in March, I quit my job. And I had like maybe $1,000, and that's being generous, in savings at the time. And, I didn't have any real logical explanation as to why I was doing it. I just believed in myself. I knew that I can make it work. I had the confidence to know that I could take on this challenge and make it work for myself. Fast forward a few months later, and now I'm making money doing YouTube. So, like I said, it's a bold move, but the reason why I was able to make that move is because I'm very confident in myself. Confidence goes a long way. Now, back to women, because I know that a lot of you probably have these preconceived notions about women based on conditioning you've received or some of the experiences that you've had. Well, I'm going to help you redefine those today. The only thing that women really truly care about is confidence. That is the only thing they care about. If you're confident in yourself, you're going to get women. It took me a very long time to learn that, but I learned it. And now I know that if you are confident, women are going to find you more attractive. Because, if somebody doesn't want a confident person, and this goes both ways regardless of gender, but if somebody doesn't want a confident person, if they seek somebody with low self-esteem, that means one of two things. That either means that they're manipulative, they're looking to use that person, and it may not be, a conscious thing. It might be subconsciously. They want to find somebody that's broken so that they can build that dependency. They want someone to have a dependency on them and basically look to them for light anytime they're in the dark. And also, like I said, confidence can be associated with being a high value person. So if somebody else is seeking somebody that's not confident, that means that they're not a high value person. High value people tend to look for high value people. Low value people tend to look for low value people. Now, like I said, a lot of you guys probably have preconceived notions about what women look for in men, whether it's money or looks or whatever else. And in some cases, that can be true. Some women are gold diggers. Some women just care about looks. But those are women that you should be avoiding anyways. You shouldn't want to get with a woman like that. You shouldn't want to build a future with a woman like that, because they're just going to take, and never give anything to you. That's not love. That's manipulation. That's toxic. It's very, very toxic. So avoid those types of women. Find you a girl that likes you for you. But the only way you can do that is by being yourself. How can a girl know who you are if you don't know who you are? You have to learn who you are, find that confidence within yourself, and women will follow. The right women will follow. Now, people can bring up statistics as to, money and looks and how those correlate with dating. And, to that, I have one simple response. Those things bring confidence. Having more money, it brings confidence. Having looks, taking care of yourself, it brings more confidence. If you have money, but no confidence, women are still not going to be attracted to you. I mean, think about it. If women were just attracted to money, then every man in the lower tax brackets would be single. And it's the same thing with looks too. Like, there are a lot of men out there who are not very good looking, and they're pulling dime pieces just off of confidence alone. Just the fact that they're confident and they're not putting those women on a pedestal. They're seeing these women as just regular people because at the end of the day, they are. So, none of those things make you a high value man. But confidence and wisdom and purpose, those things make you a high value man. And the only way to find those things is to be yourself. Now, speaking of purpose, find your purpose and never let anyone get between you and your purpose. This is a mistake that I've made in the past multiple times over, and I've talked about this in multiple videos, specifically my I took the red pill video. I think that's what it's called. But basically what I learned is that if you put women over your purpose, you begin to chase them. Okay, you're chasing them as opposed to chasing your purpose. The difference is your purpose doesn't run away from you. Women do. If you chase them, they're going to run away from you. You're not going to have any success with women. Or like I said, if you do have success, you'll probably only find a manipulative woman who is just trying to use you for either what you have or attention or whatever else. So stop chasing, start focusing on your purpose, and let the right one join you on your path. Okay, this is how you find that detachment. When you have that purpose in your life, to know that the thing that you're doing each and every day means more to you than any relationship you could develop with anyone, because you know that you're going to change a lot of lives in doing what you're doing. That is where you find detachment. Now, when I say detachment, I don't mean that you shouldn't invest feelings into a relationship. Obviously, in order to make progress, at some point you have to become vulnerable and catch feelings. It's part of the process, and it shouldn't be avoided. It should be embraced, but it should only be embraced with the right one, and it should only be embraced with that perspective of knowing that your purpose is a lot more important than a relationship. And once you find that detachment, you'll find that relationships will begin to flow into your life. When you're on your purpose and you allow women to join you on your path, what happens is you enter into what is called a win-win situation. Basically, what I mean is that if, a situation with a girl works out, that's great. That means that you have a girl to join you on your life journey. But on the flip side of that, if a situation doesn't work out and you find yourself single, that just means you have more freedom and independence and time to follow your purpose. So it's a win-win situation. That's where that natural detachment comes from. Like I said, you shouldn't act like you don't care. It should be natural. It should be genuine, because you know that everything's going to be all right and you're whole and complete within yourself. And you're confident enough to know that you can get other women. There's other women out there, probably even better than the one that you lost. And you got to think about this from, a psychological perspective from the girl. If she sees that you don't need her in your life, she's going to think to herself, man, why doesn't he need me? Whereas all these other dudes are over here simping over me. Is something different about this dude. I want to know more about him. Any man who doesn't need a woman, he must be living a pretty good life. And they want to be a part of that. At the end of the day, they want to be a part of the life that you're living. They don't want to be the one that makes your life great, because like I said, that's manipulative. Only manipulative women will think like that. So basically, in conclusion, the key to being a high value man or woman or whatever else you identify as is to be yourself.